This podcast contains some magical adult language. Listener discretion is advised. And sorry, Mom.
I'm going to Disney World. I'm going to...
Whoa. You're not Mickey Mouse, you're a rat.
Rat smack! Besides, they're tourists. What do they know?
Welcome to Rat Castle, a progressive chat about theme park magic without the pixie dust. I am your host in training, Dave Cobb. Nathan Hartman is out and about gallivanting around the world. He's going to have some news for us about the Tokyo Disney parks, which will be a lot of fun to hear. But with me tonight are two of our rats. First of all, we have Sarah.
Hello.
I love your ears. What are those Steamboat Willie ears?
Yes, they are. And I had to wear this shirt that I got in Tokyo for Nathan. So my Tokyo Disneyland shirt, Steamboat Willie ears.
Cute. I feel I need ears. I've got Figment on, but I don't.
No, but you have Figment. Yeah, so Figment's cool.
And then we also have
Figment
Victoria.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Not konnichiwa,
Are those
girl.
good? Well, your ears are Hong Kong, right? Those are Hong Kong tiara ears. Oh, so cute. I'm so jealous. Everybody's going to Asia this year, to the Asia parks. I'll go. I'm going next year. I'm going to go in 2025 for the Expo. So we'll have a special Expo episode, most likely.
Oh,
fun.
Yeah.
They have an Expo in Japan?
This is the thing. People in the States don't know that Expos and World's Fairs still happen. Like, because they don't happen.
I just found out months ago.
They've been going on for decades. They never really stopped. We stopped having them in the States around the 80s, I believe. St. Louis, if I'm not wrong. Someone's going to knock me for that one, but I think that's and it used to be funded by the State Department, but then the Reagan administration said that it had to be corporately
Of course, it's
funded.
Reagan. Of course, it's Reagan.
And so because of that, the U.S. participation in expos sort of dwindled in the early aughts, in the 90s and early aughts, but they've been around. Where it really resurged was in China, in Shanghai in 2010, because Obama was like, we're not going to have the largest expo in the world, because it was the largest World's Fair ever without the U.S. being there. So there was a U.S. pavilion there. Anyway, I've worked on expo pavilions before when I was with Thinkwell. They're a thing. They still happen. And I've been to 4 of them, at least, I think. And there is one in Osaka next year. If you just look up Expo Japan 2025, you will find a great website, and it is a World's Fair. And if folks are really curious, about the history of them, because they relate to theme parks, they are absolutely something we should talk about, because the 64-65 World's Fair gave us Small World, right, and great moments with Mr. Lincoln, and the dinosaur thing, the train goes through at Disneyland. So if people want to go to expomuseum.com, you should check it out. My late friend Urso ran that website for years, and now I think it's the University of Fresno, I believe, where he went, now manages it. But it's a historical repository of expos. There's and the other thing to check out is something called the BIE, the Bureau International d'Exposition. It is like the Olympic Committee, but for expos. So that's your education for today. Expos exist. They are connected to the theme park industry. We'll be talking about them next year for Osaka. So enough of that. Let's go to the news. So first up, we have some news from Disneyland. The first thing is that the Disneyland Forward plan has been formally approved, which is pretty darn exciting. It's the largest expansion of the Disneyland Resort since California Venture in 2000. And I know we've all seen the concept art, and I would love to just say public service announcement right now. Don't believe concept art. You can go through it with a magnifying glass and pick it apart all you want. It has nothing to do with reality. It is just showing possibilities, mainly of what they could fill out in terms of space. None of that's going to be there day one. That's a heavily. I saw that thing and went, "That's 4 phases. That's 20 years of development." What did you guys think? What did you guys think of it?
I mean, just as someone that lives near Disneyland, I'm so excited for us to be getting something. And I think this is a project that we've had talks about for the past like 2 or 3 years. So for there to be any movement in this is just absolutely amazing. But like you said, it's not like I'm not excited just yet because it is just a rezoning project. We don't know anything about what they're doing. Like, we don't know whether or not they're actually going to be building lands. We don't know if they're actually going to be giving us, we don't know if it's just a new parking structure. It could just be a new parking structure. Like, that's basically it. So I'm honestly just going to be cautiously optimistic. We have the things in place. We have the foundation. Now let's see what they do with it. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah. Agreed. I think, they have announced Avatar. There was that really cool piece of concept art that showed it as the water tribe encampment. And my assumption when I looked at that and looked at the size of the boat and the number of people in it is, that's the Pirates Shanghai ride system, which would be amazing for that ride. But who knows? Who knows? Like you said, Sarah, I think they should do what Universal does and go, it's just a churro cart, people. That's all we're building. It's just a churro cart,
Yeah. I mean, the concept art is like it's cool to see, but I think it does give way more, like, the people's imagination runs wild. There are videos, literal dissertations at this point about this specific concept art. So I think it just leave a little bit of room to the imagination. Let us, think a little bit. Don't give everything that you have out all up front, because then it's like when it doesn't get there, it's like, okay, like, well, what is this? So
very true. Very true.
Right. So, it's very exciting. It's going to be tons of jobs. It's going to be a lot of fun, whatever it is, but cautiously optimistic. I think the bigger news, right now is the union vote. So Disneyland has now voted yes to a union for their live performers. So, which is awesome.
Yay! We love that.
We've seen lots of, interviews with current and former cast members about how, it's a very, very hard job physically in addition to mentally. And so this is a good addition. I think they've been trying for a long time, right? They've been trying to do this for years. I know there was the puppeteers did it initially. And then magically after COVID, there are no shows with puppets in them. Gee, I wonder why.
Very suspicious.
But it was they said they got 953 yes votes. That's 78% of the votes counted. So it is, they are going with Actors Equity, and I'm sure we're going to hear more about that. Equity Magic United was the name of the campaign, and I am thrilled. I have a couple of friends who are cast members right now, and they were really excited. I think this is going to go a long way for making not only a better working environment, but more quality shows and quality entertainment there. I think it's a good thing.
Totally.
Absolutely. Whatever keeps them safe.
Yeah. Because if you ever watched, look on YouTube and go look at old 1970s character training videos. They're one of my favorites. Somebody has uploaded old VHS tapes of Disney costume character training videos, and they're hilarious. And they show kids like, punching you, and it's the best. They're really great. They're really, really great.
Oh, the 70s.
Yeah. The 70s. Now you don't have to worry about a kid. You have to worry about a grown adult bringing a camera to your face.
A grown drunk adult punching you.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Nothing.
Height is the only difference. They'll get you in the face rather than the stomach.
Ouch.
So another big thing is that announced for Disneyland is the new Creators Club, which is the concierge lounge at the new Pixar Place Hotel that opens a couple of days, right? 2 days. It opens on the 24th.
Yeah,
and it's got pretty fun decor. It's got concept art and maquettes. It's got one of the little snake ride vehicles from Jesse's Critter Carousel. It looks nice. I mean, it's a concierge lounge. It's not anything huge and groundbreaking, but it fits the theme of the hotel. And I always love seeing concept art. I think I never get tired of seeing concept art in the hotels. Have you been over to that hotel yet, Sarah?
Sorry, I literally died for a second. I don't know what happened. Dude, I don't know. I literally almost choked. I don't even know on what. I think someone's talking shit about me. And you know how, like, when they say, like, when your ears start getting hot,
Your
someone's
ears
talking
start,
about
yeah,
you?
right.
Yeah.
Little juju happening. Yeah.
Something. I don't know. I got a lot of ops out there. But no, I haven't. I haven't yet. Okay, let me be serious. No, I haven't, but Dave. Which we are a serious podcast here, y'all.
We're serious business. Business.
Serious business. Yes. No, I haven't been, but I've been wanting to go because everybody's been talking about the new coffee. They like let you customize your coffee over at that hotel, so everybody's like,
Ooh.
yeah, you can
Really?
get,
I
like,
haven't
you can
heard
get,
of
like,
this.
I guess it's like I saw it on TikTok. So you can like customize your coffee, get a cool bunch of cool things. It seems like an honestly like pretty cool hotel. I just haven't
It's cute.
gone in that direction. So
It's cute.
but I'd love to. Yeah.
It's cute.
Have you been,
You know,
Dave?
not yet. I want to stop by and that's, I heard the same thing about the coffee. Actually, I'm going to stop by next time I'm driving by. You know, you know, there's lately, anytime they announce these hotels and show any artwork, it gets picked apart by the fandom. And here's the thing. All I want out of a hotel is some comfort. If it's a nicely appointed theme, great. But these ideas, the days of like the Wilderness Lodge and the big 90s, you know, impeccably themed hotels, it's just not going to happen anymore. It's just that's not the market anymore because
It's not.
frankly, the exit polls show that people don't want that. They want nice and they want contemporary, and it's too bad. Cry about it. But what I want is clean and simple to navigate and upbeat and comfortable, because I'm ultimately not going to spend a lot of time at the hotel. We're going to sleep there. We're going to eat breakfast there. We might go to the pool. That's it, you know?
And that's on period.
And so, I mean, Victoria, like you deal with a lot of clients who stay at these places. What are the things they want the most?
Well, generally my clients are people with families, so as crazy as it's going to sound, they usually just care about the pool and if it's clean. That's really it.
Right.
Do they
They're
care
just-
about theming at all? Like, will they say, "Oh, my kid really likes this character, so I want to go here"? Is it like that? You think?
Generally, they don't care. It's not about theme for them. It's more about cost and location. Like the most recent client I've had, like that was the first time I had a theme in a while. Like it's a grandma bringing her grandchild. She's princess obsessed. So I was like, bet I know exactly where to put you. Port Orleans, Riverside, Royal Gasper.
Sure.
That was easy.
Yeah.
I love
Easy.
Port Orleans. I love Port
Port
Orleans.
Orleans.
Port Orleans is gorgeous.
Like literally, she made it so easy for me. But everyone else is just like, I don't know nothing about these hotels. I don't give a fuck. What's cheapest? Does it have a pool? I'm not even joking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they give me nothing to work with.
I mean, yeah, and I think there are audiences that are going to shop for a particular amenity or theme. There are audiences that are going to be more about low price or high price. Like, what can I spend the most on to get the most exclusive thing? That's
Yes,
an
I get that
audience
as
too.
well.
I ain't that. I'm poor. Like I'm like, where do I get the? You know, we always stay at the what do they call it? The budget ones. The
Value.
The
art of
value?
animation value, because I spend the least amount of money on a hotel and I still get early entry. Well, are they doing that anymore? Or did they bring it back? Extra magic hours?
Surprisingly, yes, they are still
They
doing
did.
that.
Don't say it too loud, y'all. They could take it
I know.
away.
Shh.
Don't say it too loud.
my hack used to be that we would fly from LA on a red eye, land at like 6 or 7 a.m., drop our stuff up at the hotel, and get early entry because we were staying at that hotel.
That's kinda
Even if it's
smart.
that morning, we'd be exhausted, but it's like we would get 2 days of early entry rather than. I do that at Universal all the time. We go to Cabana Bay and
Same.
go right in at
That's
like,
what I do for Universal.
like 7 in.the morning. I always take a red eye to Orlando. It's just easy. I sleep on planes, so it's easy just to get there and hit the ground running, you know?
Yep, same.
I think the only people that care. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think the only people that really care about theming at hotels are locals that go hang out at the hotels when they're like on a Saturday night. I feel like
That's
the
a
only
really
people
good
that truly
point.
care about it.
I never really thought about that, but you're right. Like you get a lot more locals hanging out at the hotels in Orlando than you do here. I mean, there are people here that go to Trader Sam's, of course, and
Yeah.
Very true.
but I think Orlando, you get a lot more of that for sure. Anyway, I think the other thing that's interesting about the Pixar hotel is that they're bringing in Pixar people. They're bringing in Pixar talent for like a speaker series, which I think is pretty great. Like,
I like
it's
that.
like, I hope they do it all the time. That's like I think that's an interesting way to say the Pixar brand is not just these characters, but it is, the animators behind it. That's harder to do with some of the classic properties. With Pixar, a lot of those people are still here, still around,
Although based on
later
news, that's going to be awkward.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's very awkward.
Well,
We'll get to that later.
Awkward. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, through during Pixar Fest, which is now through August 4th, there are limited time speakers. They've got Pete Son, the director of Elemental, Marissa Harwitz, the editor for Inside Out 2, which comes out soon. Roger Gould, who is the creative director for the theme parks for Pixar. I've met him. He's a great guy. He's like the liaison between the Pixar brand and storytelling and Imagineering. So he's a Pixar employee, but he's helps bring the Pixar characters to life in the parks with Imagineering. He's a great guy. So it's exclusively for people staying at the resort. You have to book it, and it's a complimentary offering, but you have to be staying at the hotel to see it, which is probably a good idea. Otherwise, the fan folk would just override the hotel.
That's true.
And there, so that's new. And they said there's a new food thing by the pool called Small Bites. And then the Creators Club, as we mentioned, opens this weekend. So maybe that is going to be one of those hotels where the locals hang out. I'll go check it out. Is there a good bar in it? Do we know if there's a good bar?
I don't know. There has to be a bar. All these hotels got bars.
I heard if the one in there is good, but I feel like
the pool deck. Yeah, the pool deck has that one, but that's it. We'll see. I'll make that. I'll put that on my list to check out this month because I'm due to drop by. Let's move on over to Walt Disney World. Victoria, what do we got going on over in Walt Disney World?
All right. So speaking of concept art, we just got some concept art of the hotel rendering for the upcoming Island Tower, which is going to be an additional DVC tower essentially to the Disney's Polynesian Resort. So this is going to be a 10-story tower. It's going to feature several different kinds of studios. So like duo studios. I think there's deluxe studios. There's like 1 and 2 bedroom villas, and there's 2 bedroom penthouse villas, which you can, if you zoom in into the concept art, which I'm sure Nathan will graciously put here. I will Vanna White it for you.
Wait, is this the 2? This is the 2 floor?
That's not the lobby? I thought that was
No,
the
it's
lobby.
10 stories. It's 10 stories. It's going to open in December. I believe DVC members can start booking in June 3rd or 4th. And anyone else can book shortly after that.
Now that there's a lobby photo in here. Now this is, to me, is the kind of happy place between we want something that's heavily themed and different than your local Marriott in your hometown, and something that is clean and contemporary. That lobby is gorgeous. Like I've stayed in hotels.
Would you believe there was complaints about the lobby?
No.
Like I've stayed in 4 and 5 star hotels in China that looked like this. This is lovely. The finishes are great. The materials and the movement of the ceiling, the shapes are all that to me, that's the right direction to go in for these hotels. I know people love the old Poly, but to each his own, I guess. I want, like, I get what people are asking for. They want something different and special. They don't want just, a local Marriott. I get it. It. And contemporary design has become that sort of boring sludge of, straight lines and muted colors. I get it. I get why people complain. This is not that. This is gorgeous.
This isn't that at all.
It's gorgeous.
No, it's really
Although
pretty.
I was told if I don't like the original lobby, then I'm not a real Disney fan.
I saw that.
So.
Haters, whatever.
So if you don't like anything, if you like anything about this, you are not a real Disney fan.
Not a real Disney fan.
I guess not.
I just think it's like Yeah, I guess not. All the little elements that you see within the concept art, whether it be like the different wood finishes or the different carving that they're using, or the pillars that I think are like supposed to be topiary pillars. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like to
Kind
me.
of, yeah.
Like it
Zooming
just
it-
everything is gorgeous.
I'm zooming
Like,
into
I
the
need a
concept art of the
DVC sugar
outside.
daddy.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm zooming into the concept art of the exterior, and there's like those cutouts like in the middle, like open air lounges on like the
Mhm.
4th and 5th floor. Those look so cool. I mean,
Well, that's
yeah,
what I
the
like
outside,
about it. It's very open.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, the architectural lines of the building, sure, it's pretty rectilinear. It's got the roofs are kind of evoking something similar to the old Poly. I get why people could look at this from afar, but until you get there and see the textures up close and see it all, I think it's going to be actually feel pretty luxurious. That looks nicer than a lot of the other DVCs that I've seen. That there's a lot more theme going on there
Yeah.
than I've seen before. You know.
I would agree. I mean, I just can't afford it, so
I know. Like,
just based on the concept
well.
art, I know I'm not the tax bracket, so
All
my
right,
opinion
and
doesn't
then
really matter.
my other favorite new thing that just dropped was the sneak peek of the Country Bear Jamboree. In particular, the beautiful, bubbly sunbonnets. Oh,
so cute.
Yes.
So cute.
yeah,
That
they're
is
living their
country.
They
Like,
said
They're
this
living their
summer there's
Cowboy
no
Carter
opening
moment.
date yet.
no,
it is
no,
Cowboy
God.
Carter. That's
It's very Cowboy Carter.
She's look at them with those pink hats and Bunny, Bubbles, and Beulah.
And when
I
you
love
like
it.
look at
I
their
love
old costumes and compare it to these, it is just such an amazing upgrade.
They
so
got
and it
I
still
was-
the
keeps
little
like the
belly
what?
shirt, the little belly
The
shirts,
little belly
the little
shirt.
the little crop tops.
The crop tops are so cute.
I was
I
like,
just
so
love
this
it.
is
It just seems so
sassy.
perfect.
It's so
Yeah. Do we know
They
what song
are.
they're singing? Was there any music playing in any of those previews or no?
There was not. The only thing we know is that they're going to be country versions of Disney songs. I know some people guess
Okay.
that they might be singing "You Got a Friend in Me," but I'm not.
Mm,
There's nothing to confirm.
that would make sense.
Okay.
That would sound lovely in little 3-part harmony. Sure. I'm excited. This is another one where, haters can suck it. Things change, things evolve. It's new. So what? It's not the one you grew up with. Get over it.
And you'll be fine.
And you'll be
survive.
fine. You'll survive. It's fine. We talked about drones a couple weeks ago. Some news there, huh?
Yep. So they just did the cast member preview last night for the limited time only. I have to stress that because people have been asking if it's staying. It's a drone show at Disney Springs, so it's free. It's called Disney Dreams That Soar. It's on the shores of Saratoga Springs Resort, which is right across from Disney Springs. It's 10 minutes long. It's going to run from May 24th and end September 2nd. I'm almost certain they said it's going to run 2 times a night. I just don't know the times off the top of my head, but it's based on the footage that I've seen. It's very pretty. They have a whole new original song for it. You're going to be seeing lots of IPs in there. I know people aren't crazy about that, but get over it. Lots of IPs, lots
You'll
of Disney
survive.
characters. And these are very impressive. Like, I know we had first
Yeah.
brought up Universal doing this for the Lagoon show, I believe, but the fact that they got this
Yeah.
out so fast and before Universal and
Yeah.
it looks like this is very impressive.
Yeah. I think the one thing people should know, like I watched the video and it shows the characters forming and moving pretty fast. Sometimes those videos for drone shows are a little sped up. Like I think that and that's not a knock against the show. It's not a knock against the show. It's just they can only fly so fast. And so sometimes they alter that footage. So I would love to see the final one when it's there. But it looks good. I mean, the scale of the characters look enormous, right? Like it's read somewhere where it's like Baymax is bigger than Spaceship Earth. That's crazy.
Oh,
Oh goodness. I mean, it's just kind of sucky that it's for such a limited time. I'm not sure why that is though, but I'm sure there's good reason.
maybe they're just trying to test it out and see if
Maybe.
anyone would actually stay for a show at Disney Springs.
Well, more importantly, we did get it not a limited time, but a permanent thing. We got an opening date, did we not? For something very exciting.
Yeah, we did. This is my Joker. Well, so
Oh my.
Tiana's Bio Adventure got an opening date finally. It's going to be some date. I don't even know.
June
anymore.
28th.
June 28th.
June
Thank you.
28th.
Y'all, it's been a long day. June 28th. So it's coming out June 28th. And they mentioned several things very quickly, very rapidly once they announced the opening date. So to start, they did confirm that you're going to have to do virtual queue in order to do this, but it's only going to be for a short time. After that period of opening has happened, they're going to phase it into going into the standby queue. It will be part of Disney Genie Plus, and you can buy it as a single individual Lightning Lane as well. Not to mention, they also shared how the PhotoPass photo is going to look. I would not seek this PhotoPass photo out if you don't want the storyline of these people. That's all I'll say. Because it got pointed out to me. Yeah, if you look at it and you know certain information already, it kind of already spoils the story.
It's definitely a spoiler.
It pretty much gives away the damn story. So I wouldn't look that up if you don't want to be spoiled. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know why they did that. But you're looking at it.
I haven't. No, I haven't seen it, and it's not on that link. So I'm. Oh, I don't know.
Did they take it down?
Know.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
It's not on that. On the Disney Parks blog?
Where are you looking at it?
Yeah, it's on the Disney Parks blog. The PhotoPass photo.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, here we go. Oh, there it is. There it is. Got it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Oh.
I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
They pretty much gave it away.
That's okay. It's cute though. Like if that's what it is, that's a cute idea. It contextualizes for those who don't want to know but want to know. It contextualizes why you're going down the drop. I think it's very cute.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's cute.
But
I can't wait.
And
we don't have an announcement for California yet, though. Or do we? Right? No announcement for Disneyland.
No announcement for
there's whispers. It's not confirmed, but there's whispers of an October date.
October.
That would make sense.
Because the construction has picked up very rapidly, and they just started testing the logs. And if we're going off of the timeline of our version, then it's looking like October.
Yeah, and October's still warm here, and it's lots of family crowd because of Oogie Boogie Bash. It'd be good timing. Be very good timing.
Right.
Oh, and beignets are happening. Beignets are happening, but they're temporary.
But they're limited.
They're limited, which
odd.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, they should have had that permanently at Tiana's Palace. Like that would have made the most sense to me to have just permanent like Tiana's beignets. I don't know why it's not a thing.
What flavor were they?
That ain't my problem. I think they're just regular.
They're just regular beignets.
But they're square. Like they're her square beignets. Like they're not the Mickey beignets.
Yeah,
right. So it's that.
Okay.
Yeah, not sure why, but it's limited. So
very excited.
But what were your thoughts, Victoria, like on the announcement? Because I know you watched this. Like, what did you think about it being announced on American Idol?
Well, I already knew at that point. They had leaked it that morning.
They did. I don't know why they did that.
They did it accidentally that morning, and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I can still watch American Idol. But I was very excited. I was just like, well, I was excited, but then also I was like, I'm glad I booked that whole week out of Park Pass reservations 3 weeks ago, because I was sad.
I mean, and I think the good thing is, like, you know how those virtual queues work because it's been happening for so many other rides at this point that it's expected. I don't know why people were shocked that it was going to be a virtual queue, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I was just like, it was very evident. That's been the trend since post-COVID, that they do virtual queue. Now, I am surprised that they said they're going to phase it out shortly after the ride opens, because Cosmic Rewind has been open for over a year or so now, like a year or two.
That's still virtual queue?
It's still virtual queue. I haven't ridden it. I've ridden it once. since it's open.
I've never gone on.
And it's because I can never get a virtual queue. I've gotten it once.
Oh, we know
But,
people.
yeah.
We got listeners out there who work. We got listeners who work on that ride. They can help you out. So
Sure.
That's right. That's right.
Help a bit though.
Where I don't think we have listeners. Well, maybe Chris Nilgi over at Tokyo Disney Explorer listens to us occasionally. We are going to move over to Tokyo Disney Resort. Sarah, we've got some very exciting news in the last 2 weeks with lots of video. Oh my goodness! Please tell me all about Fantasy Springs.
Yeah, okay. So Fantasy Springs, we have finally seen footage of the rides. We've seen Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, which I can't conceptualize it in my mind how you will get to see all of the lanterns up in the sky. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's so gorgeous. You're on a boat and you're going through and you're obviously seeing the Lantern Festival from Rapunzel. So it just the animatronics look so good. Flynn and Rapunzel look amazing. You obviously have Pascal on there, and you're going around them as they're going around in the circle singing their song. There's also Peter Pan, which I saw some people were kind of, in a tizzy over the screens, but I thought it was amazing. Are you it looks there's no way they could have done it to me without it literally being the exact same Peter Pan rides that we have here if they didn't do what they had done over there.
Right.
The screens just look
agree.
so good. I don't think there's anything wrong with a screen ride. Y'all got to get up out of your asses and get over it. But then we also have Anna and Olaf. Oh, go ahead.
Keep going. No, keep going. When you're done, I have a rant.
Okay. I'm almost done.
Dave's
I was going to
talking
say,
shit.
and I love when Dave talks shit because he's a real industry professional. Okay, unlike some of y'all. So Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. This is the effect of when Anna and she's frozen. I don't the way that they did that, and then she unfreezes and kind of comes back. The way that they use projections for that entire scene.
So good.
So
Did
cool.
we figure out how they did the cape? I'm still lost on the cape.
I don't even know. I'm still stuck on that.
I think it had a mechanical piece holding it up, and then it drops and lets it flow, or like Ariel's hair in the Little Mermaid ride, where it's sort of the entire thing was articulated. It may actually have articulation in the cape itself. That scene. Oh, I heard somebody complained about this ride and said there's only 1 or 2 animatronics in every scene. It's so empty, and I'm like, really?
What?
That's what you brought out of this?
What?
Ugh, I know.
It looks freaking incredible. First off, the footage. May I just say, Disney Park social media ate with all of their footage because it looks.
They did.
I had so many people when I shared the stuff ask me if these were AI photos. That's how realistic it looks.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, it looks stunning.
All right, Dave, what were you gonna say?
Yeah,
what were you
talk
gonna
your
say
shit,
about
Dave.
Peter Pan?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Listen close, y'all.
I am so fucking tired of the binary discourse about screen rides being bad versus animatronic and scenic rides are good. It is so fucking reductive and tiring. So a basic simulator ride, like a motion base in front of a screen, it isn't in the same category as a ride like Pirates Shanghai or like Peter Pan in Tokyo now that uses a ton of screen media, and suggesting those things are qualitatively somehow similar is absolutely insulting. Even between simulator rides, pure simulator rides, there's nuance and there's difference. There's, Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon isn't at all the same as Flight of Passage. Right. And so I agree that pure simulators, a motion base placed statically in front of a screen, are a bit passe. Right. And that audiences can get tired of them and parks can have too many of them. But conversely, things like the ever-changing menu on Star Tours still gets people and still gets people to go, and it creates. And we have interactive things in simulators like Smuggler's Run, which needs more variation. They need to change it up. But the idea that that's still a simulator, it's very different than what we've seen before that. There's still crowd pleasers, when a new twist is given on them. Like Flight of Passage, it's the seating position and the scale. In Smuggler's Run, it's the interactivity. In Star Tours, it's the shuffle play nature of it. And yeah, as long as the media is kept up and it's not blurry. I know they're having problems with that with Flight of Passage, which is really about the alignment of the multiple array of projectors. And they need to keep that up to keep the quality up. So, and I agree that a park has to balance these experiences and try not to repeat them in the same park. Universal Florida having Simpsons and Fallon and Despicable Me in the same park is kind of egregious. I get it. I absolutely agree there. And having both Kong and Fast and Furious next door to each other in two parks, while almost identical, is questionable. You know, even Spidey and Transformers next door to each other isn't optimum. So I'm critical of Universal for that, and Universal getting the rep of being all screen rides. But even there are differences between them. Saying somehow that all screen use is now invalid because of that oversaturation is irresponsible and dumb. That there is nuance to this discussion. I've seen negative discourse about Fantasy Springs Peter Pan ride because of its screens, which is ridiculous given its scope and its scale, because there is scenery, there is physical stuff you go through as well. It's basically Spider-Man, right? And Spider-Man is to this day still considered one of the best rides in the world. And so you're going to complain because Disney's doing it now when it's a really, really good application of the technology to tell that story. I even saw, again, about the Frozen ride. It's too much projection and only one figure per scene. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of evaluation is that? Where in the movie would you have multiple scenes of lots of characters like Pirates or Mansion? It just doesn't happen in that movie. Maybe in the beginning and the end as a celebration, sure. But it's just...
Yeah. That whole movie's
exhausting.
about isolation.
Right, it's literally about two.
Thank you.
It's literally about the sisters.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, besides the ballroom scene and the celebration scene, like, what do you want?
Yeah, I know. It's just it's in closing. In my argument, maybe Nathan, maybe we should turn this into a segment, like, you know, Dave goes on a rant. It's just exhausting that fans have made this arbitrary argument their entire fucking personality. A signal technology isn't bad. It is how it's used or overused that is worthy of criticism and discourse. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, totally. Period. And that technology is like evolving like rapid. Period. Okay? That's what it is. So yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I don't think Fantasy Springs has done anything wrong in my eyes so far, and I haven't even seen it in person. And when Victoria and I are in there in person, you better believe we're going to be turning up. Like, don't even play. But someone who is turning up, what are you saying, Dave?
I was saying is, if you think that back in the 50s when Walt was around building Disneyland, if he couldn't have done something like Flight of Passage or Disney Springs Peter Pan ride to tell the Peter Pan story, you're fucking deluding yourself. If that technology existed, he would have used it. Is it overused sometimes? Yes, that's the discussion to use. But saying that screens are bad, if you start your criticism of any attraction like that, I am going to tune you out like that.
You're done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done with you.
I saw someone saying that it cheapens the ride, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Saw that
this
too.
is like,
I was like
millions of dollars. Y'all are idiots. Just be quiet.
Well, what killed me is like people were literally seeing just snippets, not even whole videos, and being like, "Oh, screens." I'm like, "What are you talking about? That's like a 10-second clip. I need you to be serious here." Like, I was like,
I know.
Whatever.
Well,
fine.
let's go to our reporter in the field, shall we? Let's see what Mr. Nathan on his recent trip to Tokyo has to say about the new Fantasy Springs.
I am leaving Toho, and since Chris says Fantasy Springs is open today for everybody, my ass already bought a ticket, and I'm on the next metro line over, so I'll be there in an hour and a half. Katie was like, just go, it's fine. Sounds insane, but she's a normal human being, and we'll enjoy Disney later. Fantasy Springs, as you can see, I am over here by Captain Hook's ship. Yeah, so they just opened it today. I was over on the other side of Tokyo, and I said, oh crap, it's open. So it's just open today. So there's tons of people here, and I have a standby for Peter Pan, and I'm just going to enjoy Fantasy Springs. I just got off of Peter Pan, and it's really lovely. It is sort of like Spider-Man in that sense, very close to that, and it's really, really adorable. I think that there's some large screens, and I kind of wish that they were a little larger on the top. You can kind of see the seam a little, but it's not at all like Ratatouille, where it's really bad. It's really cute, and honestly, you can get rid of all the other Peter Pan rides and replace them. It's time for that kind of upgrade. It'll be a longer ride than Peter Pan is now, and it would probably have a much faster, wait time because of the expediency of the system. So it's adorable. I would love to ride the other two, but I'm very glad I got to ride Peter Pan. It was down when I arrived, so I was worried, but I got on. So, yeah, I'm just thrilled that I got to experience it. Okay, well, this is actually DisneySea Day 2 for me and Day 1 for Katie. And Fantasy Springs soft opened again. So we are lucky enough, we got Frozen, and we're in line for Frozen right now. And then we got Tangled later. So I will have done Lookout Cookout and Snuggly Duck last time I was here, and Peter Pan. And then this time around we'll be able to do the Royal Table, what it's called, and Frozen and Tangled. So yeah,
It's beautiful.
yeah, we'll be able to have done the whole gambit except for the Tinkerbell ride, which maybe, who knows, we have another day at DisneySea, maybe they'll soft open again. I keep looking at the wrong side of the screen. I keep looking here and not here. So I will look at you now, friends of the phone. Yeah, so I'll keep you posted. Still looking over here. We just rode Frozen.
Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful.
We have to ride Tangled still, but I think Tangled I hear is shorter. So if it's shorter, which is accurate, then Frozen's going to be the best storytelling dark ride Disney's ever made for a Disney film, I would say.
Yeah.
As a retelling, it's incredible. There's so many animatronics.
It's so much better than the Frozen ride.
Oh, at EPCOT and everywhere else. Yeah, there's not even a question.
No.
It's weird too because they use the same system. They update it. There's not really even a scene from the EPCOT one. They reassess all of them.
Yeah.
So everyone's right. It's incredible. It's a really, really amazing ride, and I hope to see it take over other places.
Yes.
So we just did Tangled, and now we're eating some food from the Frozen Royal Banquet. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of a look here. On the side rooms. Anyway, Tangled is really, really cute. It's very, very short, and I think it has maybe overall better scenes, and I just like Tangled more. Like the scenes, the floating lantern scene's gorgeous. But the ride might be like a minute and a half. It is so condensed. So I think my ratings go for personal favorite. I think Frozen's a better ride, but I think I'm gonna go Neverland, Frozen, and then Tangled. We didn't ride Tinkerbell, but I think that was probably gonna be, it's kind of a kiddie ride. I don't think it's gonna be at the top of my list. Those are kind of the big three. So, we got some more rides to do and things of that nature. But that's a little bit more of, Fantasy Springs. We're tired. It's been a long day. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna land. I think Frozen's probably it's definitely a better ride. It's probably the greatest storybook ride ever. But for my personal favorite, it's gonna go Peter Pan, Neverland Adventure, then Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, and then Rapunzel's Lantern Festival, I think is what Tangled's called, in that order. But all three are great additions. This whole place is a great addition to Tokyo DisneySea. So there you go. I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say in upcoming things. So there we go. Now back to eating.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you
He's
so
never
much,
gonna
Nathan,
leave.
for that. He's never going to leave. He's not going to come home. Like we've
He's
lost
not.
it.
Really?
Bye. He's going to go native. He's just going to live there.
He's literally said that that's the best park in the world. Like he just he
He
already said
literally
it.
said that.
Yeah.
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 So I'm
Yeah.
happy for him. It was so cute watching his adventures from the past week, like all over Instagram and Twitter, and seeing him kind of live his dream. And when he got to go in, like when they had, what was it, the day that they were just letting anybody into
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
Springs? He was like,
So I had
this man
texted
was
him.
running.
I texted him. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if you're up, but like they soft open Fantasy Springs. He left. I think he left Toho Studios, bought a
Yeah.
ticket, and went straight there. I was like, I know that's right. This is my dream for me.
Insane. And he was like, I was having all the cute little like Japanese girls taking my photos, and I was like, all right, Nathan, you better live your dream.
I
So
love
he
that
was
for
having
Jason,
a
I-
good old time.
Jason and I got that all the time. We were in Kyoto, and it was a festival that day that's like a mother-daughter festival of some sort. And so moms and daughters were all out in their full kimono, full finery. It was beautiful. And we were just walking around being tourists in our, in our shorts and t-shirts, and like numerous friend groups of girls and their moms came over and asked for photos with us. It was the sweetest thing for them, like, and I had the guts to ask one of them. I'm like, why did you come up and ask? And she went, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
amazing.
I'll take it. I will
That's
absolutely
the best
take it.
one. Yeah.
Right. Like if
I
you're
love
gonna pick
I
a
love
big bearded
that.
white guy, the best one to pick is Santa Claus. Like, come on. Can't go wrong.
There you go.
You can't go wrong.
Made me very happy. Made me very, very happy.
I love that.
Let's move on to Universal Orlando has some fun news. The first being they did a sneak peek at the new DreamWorks land at Universal Studios Florida. For those who don't know, used to be the Woody's Fun Zone, and where the Barney the Purple Dinosaur show was, and the American Tail 5 Goes West Playground. All of that is gone. They kept the coaster that used to be Woody's Nut House coaster, and that has now been rethemed to the Troller coaster, which is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks cute. I mean, I've seen people sort of picking this in terms of it's not big enough, or there's no e-ticket or whatever, and it's like that's not what it's supposed to be. And this is the kind of thing that would. It's for kids. B, it's the kind of thing that normally only happens when a park opens. We only normally get this kind of stuff when a park opens. It's the baseline of like a kids area, and all they're doing is giving a refresh with the new brand that they have owned for the past decade or so. And I'm here for it. I think it's really cute. The puppet show looks so cute. They do a puppet show where the puppeteers are visible and they're not trying to be fuzzy live characters, but there's they retell some of the Shrek stories and some of the Troll stories. It looks really cute.
Also, can I just say I love the Shrek playground. I so badly want to go down that outhouse slide. Like I want to go down
the outhouse slide.
That's
I love that you get you basically get you are telling kids they're a piece of Shrek poop as you slide down the slide.
And I'm fine with
haven't
that.
seen it, folks,
I'll be Shrek.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine
If
with
people
that.
haven't seen it, you board the slide at the top of a structure and it's Shrek's outhouse. And as you go down, evidently there's a fart noise. I'm here for it. More fart jokes in parks, please.
We are not adults. We are very childish.
No. Did you see the little Shrek pop too? The little icy pop, that green apple flavor.
I saw that.
They make a little.
And I saw the pretzel.
It's cute.
I was gonna just say
Pretzel's
I saw
cute.
the pretzel.
Pretzel's cute. Yeah. So it looks cute. There's a little water play area. There's again the live show stuff. King Harold's Swamp Symphony looks cute, where it's like you step on lily pads and the frogs all sing for you. Like I said, none of this is groundbreaking, but it's the kind of thing. First of all, it's what this park needs. Both of these parks need more.
Oh,
stuff
I was
for
gonna say that like this is a great example of them listening to feedback. Like people have been saying for a while they needed a refurb like kids area because that's one of their big issues. They responded with this, and now they're building a whole kids resort in Texas. Like I think this is a great example.
Yeah.
Of that.
Yeah. This is it is a good addition for that park. I think it's a really great use of those brands. It is what it is. I think it's a good addition. So we'll see if people like it. The other big thing that's coming there. Yeah. When are you going? Have you, when are you going to see it soon?
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it next week.
Oh, cool. Great. So we'll get a full report. Excellent.
Yep.
Then the other fun thing that I can't wait for is the Universal keeps on coming. The hits keep coming with their summer tribute stores.
Mm-hmm.
It's opens in 2 days. This one, I love the idea for this is so great. It's themed like a 1980s shopping mall. And so it's Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, E.T. It's all the stuff that is in the new nighttime show that is very of their 80s IP, but in the as if you're shopping through an 80s shopping mall. Oh, I can't wait.
It opens this week, actually.
Yeah. This week, two days, Friday.
Yeah.
I love this idea,
Do we
but
know
I'm also really excited to see how they incorporate the Halloween Horror Nights hints in it, because they always do that. And I'm so excited to see how they do that.
Yeah.
It's I like how they call it a plaza.
Yeah, Tribute Store Plaza. And the signage outside is all very, very sort of peak 80s. I know a lot of the folks involved in designing this stuff, and they're so great. And so I've been in 3 of these tribute stores now. I did the Halloween one last year, which was the comic booky one. I did the Jurassic Park
loved
one
that
was there
one.
briefly, which is really great. And one other one I forget. But anyway, we've talked about this before on the show. Universal is killing it with this idea. The fact that they're turning sort of limited time merchandise into something to bring people into the park specifically for a store, that's insane. Disney, why are you not doing this? Why are they not? Tokyo does it. We looked at the Donald merch, right? Tokyo does it in their own way. It's not necessarily a store, but the seasonal merch.
They make it a whole event.
Yeah, it's
a whole event.
This is so smart.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They can easily do that with
the
the NBA store that they closed.
Oh, that would be a great idea. Yeah. That and that's off property, so it's free, and that's
exactly.
That's a good idea. So you're probably going to go see that too then when you're there. So we'll get a full report on the inside. I can't wait to see photos inside of it. I know that they'll go off on the.
I think the pass holder previews are tomorrow, so we actually might see them like as early as tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Oh wow!
So by the time this airs, by the time you're listening to this, it will already have been out. So future me is going, yeah, cool. Speaking of horror nights, we have some announcements. We actually have some announcements for mazes. Or excuse me, houses. I get this wrong. They call them houses, not mazes. I'm very hyped. These sound really cool. So the first one is Deadly Exhibits, which looks like a folklore museum of sorts. So is it like a museum of like cryptids and Bigfoot and stuff like that? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I guess my understanding is that it's a museum it's like a museum where one of the artifacts has something evil in it that has escaped, and it's transforming everything else within the museum. So it's giving. I joked earlier,
like possession stuff.
I joked earlier, and I was like, "This is what's going to happen to the British Museum if they keep stealing stuff." But it sounds awesome. Like
it's like horror night at the museum, basically, kind of.
Pretty much, which ties back to something else we'll discuss later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that looks fun. That was fun. The other one was called Major Sweets Candy Factory.
I saw people were excited about this one.
I'm hyped for this one.
Did you notice the detail in his hat? It was a little boo lollipop.
Oh, little boo.
Little boo.
I gotta send Nathan my videos of this. So it stemmed from a scare zone from a few years ago. So the fact that they made it a whole house, the scare zone alone was so fun. So I'm excited.
Oh, good.
I love children that eat candy that turns them into murderers. Love that.
What?
That's what it's about. That's what it is.
All right.
Okay. That's good. I like that a lot. And
what's the next one?
The next one is Goblin's Feast. A lavish feast being prepared for goblins, orcs, hobgoblins, and witches, and you're the main course. Okay, I'm in. That's good.
Okay, Hansel and Gretel. Okay.
Yeah, very Hansel and Gretel. Sure,
it is.
Yeah.
I love that they, was this based on anything previously? Like you said, the last one was a scare zone. Are any of these repeat offenders, as it were?
I think Goblin's Feast is a spinoff of Wicked Growth, but that hasn't been confirmed.
Okay.
It has elements of Wicked Growth. Yeah, but they
Yeah,
never
yeah.
said. I know this next one is a sequel.
Is it? So, Slaughter Cinema 2. If
Yeah,
you're dying for a
I never
B-movie
did
horror
that one.
marathon, head to the Cary Drive-In. Scream through scenes from creature features, grindhouse core, spaghetti westerns, and more. Okay, so it's a step through the screen
Cool.
kind of haunt. Cool. And this is a sequel. They've done this one before.
Yes. It actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of reminds me of one that Knott's did last year, but I remember
Yes.
everyone loved Slaughter Cinema.
Cinema, I think it was called Cinema Slashers at Knott's last year.
Yes, I have a video of it up on my YouTube. It was so good.
That one was great.
So
that was
good.
one of my favorites last year. It had one of the best final
Same.
scares. It had the Bungie guys for a final scare that were really good.
Yes. They got me real good.
Gauntlet of them. Yeah, that was really great.
real good.
That was really, really good. That's cool. Well, we have a more spooky season announcements to come, so that's a good kickoff. Very exciting.
Yes.
Let's move over to film and TV stuff. Sarah, we have a very strange idea for a new movie from Disney. Please elaborate.
I almost want to say this is fake. Like, I don't think this is real. This seems like a joke. It seems like a hoax. I don't know. But they're saying that Club 33 is going to be getting a movie, and it will be directed by Sean Levy. So, and he's like the writer of Goosebumps. He's also working on Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm not really sure.
Sean Levy's directed Deadpool and Wolverine. The writer's the guy that did Goosebumps, Darren Lemke.
You're right.
So
You're right. Yes.
Anyway,
so the guy, Darren Lemke, he's the one that did Goosebumps, and then Sean Levy's doing Deadpool and Wolverine. But the story is basically going to be, where is it? So they're saying it centers on a young aspiring detective who receives a mysterious invite to the highly selective Club 33. So it seems like a murder mystery. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it.
Yeah, they said it was a mashup of Clue and Night at the Museum.
Right.
Okay.
I think it's cool, but I think why Club 33 out of all the exclusive things? Like, I think it could have been maybe like named something else, but maybe like emulated Club 33. But like, I don't.
You want my conspiracy theory about this? I have a conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay.
I think they're making this because people kind of, it's like a not so hidden secret, obviously. People know about it. But I think this is a movie to convince other rich people to actually want to go to this club.
Really?
I'm so serious.
I thought,
I'm so serious. I think they are making this because they're like, okay, people know about it, but how do we get more rich people to... I don't know. I don't got 35K. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I know there's a long waiting list. Like, they don't really have the capacity for a huge audience to add on. But I don't know.
But why do it?
I think it's
like,
weird.
That's my thing. Like, why do this?
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's a well-known enough IP to want to leverage. It just seems odd to me. Like, I think it I don't know. Maybe with its New Orleans Square ties and Haunted Mansion ties, it'll have some sort of legs, but it just seems random. I don't know. I love the idea.
I'm more interested in the C film or show, whatever it is. I'm more interested in that.
Yeah. I mean, a pitch of Clue meets Night at the Museum. Oh, okay, secret club, mysterious stuff happening. I'm in, but why?
It just seems like the wrong thing to base it on, but good premise.
I love the idea.
How much do you want to bet that it makes your average park guest think that that's someplace they can go to? You know, I think that this will be like people showing up at club. I saw the movie. Why can't I go in? You know,
I'm just like, why bring awareness to this if this is like a club that's supposed to be only for a select few people? And then on top,
it's supposed to be exclusive,
right?
You're giving people a look into the club. It doesn't feel exclusive anymore.
You're letting them get a look into something that 9 times out of 10 they can't get into.
Yeah.
It
never really had any. And it never really had a mythology. The new one, the lounge at Disneyland, does have some ghostly sort of stuff in it now. Like they've got the New Orleans trio painting of the original guys who used to play in New Orleans, and they slowly disappear from the painting, and the instruments above the bar start playing. So there's sort of a haunted, ghostly, Trader Sam's-ish kind of vibe to the lounge of the new one, but there's no like overreaching, mythology to it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll work enough as a movie that I'll excuse it. But to me, it's just a weird brand to apply to a movie. I don't know why they're doing it, but
I didn't even know there was a bar in there.
Yeah, they expanded.
Well, why
it's actually,
would I
and the
know?
food's better.
I mean, I've never been.
I've been.
So.
I've been a couple of times. And the original. The original dining room is the original dining room's fun, but the new lounge is actually better, and I like the menu better. It's a cooler vibe. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. Anyway, let's move on. The other thing is more superhero related, and what is that?
That's pretty exciting. So we finally have a trailer for Wolverine and Deadpool, which will be released in theaters on July 26th. So like it's about 2 months away, which is insane. Yeah. The trailer looks like super cool. I think it seems very much so like a buddy cop kind of vibe movie to me. I think it'll be lots of fun having the straight man, which is obviously Wolverine, and then having the funny guy, which is Deadpool. I think it's pretty cool. They're still going down the route of the whole TVA and, time and space and all that and multiple dimensions and how it's going to be messing up the MCU and whatever. I'm kind of over that. But, like, I think it seems fun so far, and hopefully it's a good movie because Marvel has not been having anything good lately. So I'm hoping that this one, kicks it back into gear.
You didn't like the Marvel?
I like Marvels.
I thought it was whatever. I thought it was good, but I wouldn't say that it really moved the plot. Like, what did it do, really?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I liked it because of Ms. Marvel in it. She's amazing. But you're right. I don't think the movies. I don't think they've been firing on all cylinders, and they feel like they've been treading water. So, I mean, the thing I'm most excited about this one is that they allowed it to have an R rating. Like that's huge.
I know.
All the F-bombs just in the trailer alone. Just F-bomb.
Yeah, the F-bomb all over. I also do love it in the opening moments of that trailer when you see like the wasteland, there's like a collapsed 20th Century Fox logo like shoved into the ground. Did you notice that? I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of little cool things in this trailer.
Yeah. I mean, I loved the original Deadpool. Deadpool 2 was okay, but it was still fine. I think I can't wait for the chemistry here with Wolverine. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I do too. I just want to see how this all ends us up at Secret Wars. That's all I care about.
Ends with what?
Secret Wars.
Oh yes, right. Is that kind of what they're leading to? I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, this is essentially Avengers Endgame. Like it's okay. I'm gonna be a comic book nerd for a second. So this is like.
This movie is going to be like the Endgame.
No. Secret Wars is gonna be like Endgame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is what this is all leading up to. So you have like every basically superhero group and superhero villain and superhero. I don't know how they're going to do it, but in the comics, they basically got all sent to one planet and they just duped it the fuck out. It was fucking bananas. So I don't know how they're going to do it here, but I know they got Fantastic Four, who was in there. They got Spider-Man, who was in there. Doctor Doom was in there. They got like X-Men in there. It was all these properties that these studios own separately. So I'm like, how the fuck are they going to make this work? We will see. But yeah.
Now, with the new timeline, is it within this century? Goddamn! Like, when is that even coming out?
I don't think it matters because they have so many
within
multiverses.
the decade.
I don't even know. We're all over the fucking place. I'm just like, on top of that, what the hell are they gonna do with Kang?
I don't want to talk about that right now.
I have
Let's
no
move
idea.
on.
I mean,
Let's move
the good
on.
thing
You
is
said
the good
next.
thing is with the TV. Yeah, thank you. Next,
Yeah.
I think that the good thing is with the TVA, they can sort of do whatever they want. They can make up whatever reason,
They really
retcon the fuck out of it. But moving on. So now we're going to talk about some company stuff. We've got some layoffs happening, Victoria, don't we?
Oof.
Yeah, so unfortunately, as we mentioned earlier, Pixar, yay, we're involving them in some projects at Pixar Place Hotel. Bad news is they're doing major
They're getting
Pixar
fired.
layoffs. Yeah, they're getting fired. Now, keep in mind, this was delayed, apparently. I didn't know it was delayed, but according to Hollywood Reporter, it says about 14% of the workforce is being cut, and this is the biggest reduction in Pixar's history, and this is going to affect certain projects. I think the only one they said that's well, to make a long story short, they're not focusing on Pixar TV shows anymore, except one.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but they've been pitching that one for a while, and I don't really know too much about that, but it seems like they're banking big hopes on Inside Out 2, which comes out next month in like several weeks. They already said that's going to have a great opening based on just pre-ticket sales. And other films, like they're going to focus on films like Elio and Toy Story 5. So we're no longer focusing on the TV shows due to these cuts. It's very unfortunate.
So what TV? I mean, I watched Doug Days, which is cute. And I watched the Baymax TV series.
They just recently had a Monster Inc. show that had a second season.
Oh, right.
I know nothing about it, but I just know it exists.
Yeah. I don't think that's necessarily a huge loss for them to get out of the TV space. I think that they're the short form stuff they did, like Doug Days was very cute, but those were a bunch of shorts. And the Baymax series was a bunch of shorts that they could have cut together and made a sequel. Like it was one long story that would have worked as a standalone straight to video sequel instead of a series. So what is this? They said it's about 40% of the workforce, which is like 175 people.
14%.
175 people let go. Usually at a height of around 1,300 people there. So, but like you said, these were long discussed. They knew these were coming. They just kicked the can down the road a little bit. But they knew. I think a lot of people knew they were coming. So, they were delayed because of production schedules, basically. And what's the other movie? Win or Lose is the other one that's coming.
Yeah, that's the only thing that they've confirmed is staying.
I'm excited for that. Yeah. I mean, I think they should just get back to their bread and butter, which is movies, not these shorts and these random TV shows.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Dave? Sorry.
No, I was just saying, I mean, and Elemental, like it or not, was one of their biggest hits. Is the biggest since Coco. It was like 500 million globally. Yeah, it was fun. It was good. I liked it more than Wish. I finally
I'm not
watched
gonna
that.
lie, I haven't. Yeah,
I'm finally watched it.
75% through.
Look, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. I hated it.
I kept pausing
I did not like it.
I kept pausing it. I kept like finding other things to do. I was like, why is this not engaging me? Oh,
I've been watching it for 3 weeks now. 3 weeks.
Yo, I saw it in
should not be watching the movie that long.
I saw it in theaters, and I was just like, the only thing I really took away from it was like, one, to an extent, it did its purpose. It was a 100th anniversary movie. Two, that villain was horrendous. I hated that villain. That is the worst villain they've done in the time that I've been a Disney fan. Can't stand that. That movie was just not good. I'm sorry. I need everybody to get off this.
No.
It was
pretty movie though.
It was pretty.
Very
I
pretty.
actually, I didn't agree with the people who said it looked cheap. I knew what they were going for. I knew what they were going for. There's a really great, I'll have to find it. There's a really great article that's an interview with an animator about why some people might be perceiving it to look cheap, in air quotes heavily.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really interesting analysis of the design choices they made that are really, really awesome and very difficult to do, but end up into a certain audience of a certain age it looks look like TV animation, and
Right.
I get what they're saying. I don't agree with it. I thought the production design was really pretty, but I found an article about that very topic that was kind of eye opening from an industry professional. So worth looking
Yeah,
up. if
I'd
you
love
Google it.
to.
I would
Yeah,
love
I'd
to
love
read
to read
that.
that
Yeah, same.
because I personally feel like the way that it was animated was so unique. Like I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything like that in
Mhm.
ever, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Yeah.
probably something that exists in that way, but I thought it looked amazing. It just
Yeah.
it's just a story for me. I'm just bored, but like
I was bored.
but it's cute. It's cute.
It was
It's
very.
cute to put
bored.
on.
It didn't flow well, like at all, and there was like a
No.
lot of plot points that I didn't understand. Like there was plot holes, I should
Hmm.
say, that didn't really. I was like, why are we here? Why is the goat talking? We don't really need the goat talking. I love that for him, but why are you're not giving anything to this plot at all except a
Yeah.
good chuckle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'll take O
Anyway.
if I'm, but yeah.
So, in other company news, Mr. Iger does not seem to be concerned about his competition, does he?
Yeah, so we've heard him say this before, but he reiterated it recently I think a Disney spokesperson reiterated in a statement to the New York Times. So this put Twitter in a tizzy, but to make a long story short, he stated that Disney isn't concerned with Epic Universe, and to an extent, I agree. So
Yeah.
basically, he said that Universal is playing catch up with them versus the other way around. He said that Universal expansions in the past have brought more tourists to Central Florida, and Disney's had competition from them a long time. He's mindful of what they're doing, but he likes Disney's hand and that he's confident in what Disney has built and what they'll continue to build. And I also saw someone mention in another statement that he said that we need to be mindful of our competition. We don't need to be focusing on what exactly they're doing. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Like, if you're so focused on your competition, then you're going to lose sight of the vision for your own company and your own brand. So I was like, all right, I get it, but it sent Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, the whole the binary sort of polarizing fan competition that the fans put the parks in, it just doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Like all boats rise, people, and in terms of number of attractions and number of properties, Universal is still not at the just numbers. I'm not talking quality. I'm not talking guest experience. I'm not talking what you like versus one or the other. Universal is still playing catch up, and they always have. Now, having said that, they have vastly accelerated that catch up since 2010, since Potter, like to a crazy level, right? But yeah, they don't have the number of properties. They don't have the number of. They don't have the attendance. They are getting there, and are they gonna? Is Epic gonna steal some audience from Walt Disney World next year? Sure, but it's not. It's not gonna.
It's not gonna hurt them.
It's not going to hurt them. If anything, again, all boats rise. More people coming to Central Florida is a good thing. Calm your tits.
Mm-hmm.
They're not looking at each other with guns drawn. Like, it's all fine. It's fine. And they're right. It would be fine. But like they've been the rollout that they've done since Galaxy's Edge and Pandora and Tron and Guardians and all of that. That is the cadence they have been doing and should have been doing. Like, none of that is in response to Epic. That's what they were doing anyway. Of course they know about Epic. That's why actually it probably is a lot of those were in response to knowing this was coming. For them to have a park of that scale, or we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, that for them to try to have a park of that scale, like open at the same time, is ridiculous. No one would ever do that. Like, it's relax. You're going to get more stuff at both parks. Orlando's going to be fun no matter where you go. Calm down.
They're fine.
They're fine. Okay. They're not going anywhere.
They're billion-dollar companies. They'll be okay.
They're going to be okay. We also had a little coming up on Pride Month. We got some new stuff coming, don't we?
Yes, we do. So as of now, the Pride collection, well, Pride Month is in June, obviously. But they put out the Pride collection early. So this is now available at DisneyStore.com, formerly known as Shop Disney, because it's having an identity crisis, at Disneyland and Disney World. And they have some cute pieces here. They have like a Mickey Mouse Spirit jersey. They have like cute little ears that like say love on it. All of these are rainbow, of course. A lot of inclusion in these photos, by the way. Bucket hats, hoodies, all sorts of little things with Pride and stuff in it, including the Stitch. Stitch is in a lot of the merch. So
Stitch says gay pride.
Yeah.
Stitch says
it's
gay
really
pride.
interesting. Stitch
Stitch
says
said
gay
gay
for
rights.
pride. He's for the girls, gays, and
Stitch says
days.
gay rights.
So
My
But
favorite
what do you
was
guys
there's a
think of
pin.
it?
There's a pin
What
of
do you guys
Stitch
think of it?
holding on to Scrump, and Scrump is in rainbow
Oh.
colors. That's my favorite. I know. It's
Love.
Oh, shout out to my friend Natalie. She wrote this.
oh.
Hey Natalie.
Shout out Natalie.
Shout out
Hey,
Natalie.
Keep it.
Keep up the good work. But I was gonna say I really liked the what do you call it? The baseball tee. I didn't see it on this article, but I really liked the baseball tee. I thought it was really cute.
I think it's cute.
That little sports jersey. So I thought it was some pretty good stuff. I mean, the ears are really nice. It's kind of hard to revamp your Pride collection every month because it is just rainbows, but they seem to do it every year, and it does look good every single year if I do say so. So I personally like it, and I think the Spirit jersey is really cute this year.
Yeah,
I dig
absolutely.
it.
I like
Dig
the I like the baseball. I like the baseball shirt one. That one's cute too. I'd wear that.
Yeah,
Super cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
pretty cute.
Pride's coming, y'all. Get rainbowed up all up in the parks, please.
Period.
Show that support. Period. Now we're on to let's go to Beware Our Guest. So Beware Our Guest is we have a couple of fun ones this week. The first one, nothing brings a family together more like a Walt Disney World vacation, and in this case, really
Ooh, I
brought
just saw
them
her
together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
nice. That's not nice.
I mean, she wasn't nice either.
She definitely
So
would.
what?
She would call the cops on me if I was in her neighborhood. But
So a West Virginia family got in a fight leading to the mother's arrest at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Andrea Jean Hill, 59, of Bell, West Virginia, was charged with battery, domestic violence, a misdemeanor. She has pleaded not guilty. What happened was they were having a family argument regarding ride reservations, Genie Plus. More family members jump into the argument, including the victim's grandma, who became physical with one of the husbands. Go grandma! Throw hands, grandma!
Right.
The family members
knock a few bucks.
grew agitated. So then the family group members grew agitated. So then the victim's mother, Andrea Hill, got involved. The victim and her mom, who had been sharing a hotel room together on vacation. Oh, there's the problem. They've been all up in each other's business for like a week, and they were just done. They started arguing. The daughter said her mom pulled her hair and her clothing, so she pushed mom away to escape, and then the mother hit her in the face. Didn't know if it was a punch or a slap. She couldn't tell. It was happening in public at the theme park, so 2 Disney cast members got involved to separate the family. She did show signs of being struck, swelling and red skin and discoloration in the right cheekbone area. As according to the report, domestic violence affidavits were provided to the victim for the appropriate signatures. However, she declined to sign any and all paperwork. And they also interviewed the mother to hear her side of the story. So she didn't really say much to corroborate anything other than what happened. But y'all, if you're in a theme park together for a few days, make sure you schedule me time. Make sure you schedule time
You
apart
need me time.
from your family. Like whenever I would go with a big group of friends, like we do stuff together, but then we'd always be like, all right, for the next 2 hours, everybody do what you want. We'll meet up for drinks later. Blow off steam on your own. Go do your own thing. It's healthy. It's normal. Not everything has to be glued to each other's hips at all times. That would be my advice to a family.
I mean,
If they start seeing things like this happening, take a time out.
not
Just
that
take
this is
your time.
relevant, but what ride caused this?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
What
I know.
ride would have done this?
It was at Hollywood Studios, so
I mean,
Rise,
no.
Mickey
it
and
couldn't have been.
Minnie's.
It could have been Rock and Roller Coaster because that hasn't been open for like a few months, so it's not that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But it was
Wow.
Genie Plus in general, so you know.
I mean, share your thoughts
I
in
will
the
say,
comments.
yeah, please. I mean, I understand that Genie Plus can cause severe, intense reactions. I share those opinions about it, and
Same.
often want to throw hands about Genie Plus,
Maybe
but
not
not
your
to
own
other
kids.
people. Not your own kids.
Maybe-
I just want to throw hands
not
to
your
Disney
family.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe to Mickey. Yeah,
Yo, Nick, punch.
yeah.
Drop a diss track.
Mickey can get a 1-2, but maybe not
Oh, that's
your
what
mom.
we need. That's what we need. We need to start diss tracks between.
We need to start
between the park and
making
us.
diss tracks more normal. That's
Bring hateration back.
Pretty
Be
much.
a real hater.
be a true
What's
Be
hater.
a real hater.
What's the track that's hit right now that the DJ made that with the AI voice that was the diss track back to Kendrick? What's it called?
For the Drake one?
There's been several.
Yeah, the
Which
Drake
one are you
one.
talking about?
There was a Drake one.
I'm
There
showing
was a Drake.
I'm showing my whiteness here about the butt lift.
No. There's
Oh,
been
BBL
some
Drizzy.
BBL Drizzy.
BBL
No, that
Drizzy,
wasn't
yeah.
AI.
That
was
was
Metro
a
Boomin.
sample. Someone had already made
That
that,
was
song.
real.
That song existed already
Yes.
in. Okay, so we're gonna get crappy. So here's what happened.
Please,
So
please,
Drake.
please.
So I'm gonna make this really short. So there was a song, a
Please.
diss track where it was like, it's not Big Three, it's just me. And I think it was like J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. And I think J. Cole was like, no, there ain't no Big Three, or was Kendrick, whatever. So then
No. So it was J. Cole who was on a song called First Person Shooter
Yes.
with Drake, talking about, oh, is it the big three? And then Kendrick said,
It's
it's
just
just
Big
big
Me.
me. It's just
But
me.
then J.
I don't know
Cole
about the
pulled
rest
out
of
a
you
diss,
guys.
but then he saw shit
Yeah.
going sideways, and he took that song off of streaming, and then it's just
J. Cole was literally apologizing to people.
and now
He
we
said,
know
I'm
why.
sorry.
We know why. So all of this to say, Drake has been obliterated. There's a song called Not Like Us. You gotta listen to it. If anything,
So
read the
good.
lyrics. It's incredible.
Best California rap we've heard in a minute.
Like California
thing on
is
the
Who's
West
that?
back.
And who's that from?
Kendrick
What's that?
Lamar.
Kendrick. And what's the song called?
Not like
Not
us.
like us.
Okay, I'm gonna listen
He
to it
literally
right
gives
after
us a
this.
history lesson in the middle of that
Well,
song.
he
It's
is a
good.
Pulitzer.
Because-
He's a Pulitzer Prize winner, right?
Yeah, he is.
Because that BBO Drizzy song is effing fire. I heard that the other day and could not.
Oh, well,
stop
that
shaking my ass.
happened
It's so
because-
good.
in my head.
So that happened because so Metro Boomin is a producer, a great producer. He don't bother nobody. He's
Yeah.
like Pharrell, pretty much. So Drake was like, "Shut up and go make some drums." So he shut up and made some drums.
Yeah.
And
Make
he
some
did.
drums.
He made some
He
good
He made
drugs.
some drums. He made the
Some
song of
good
the
beats.
summer, y'all. Like, come on.
He really
It was-
did.
Anyway,
He really did.
thank you for that.
Yes.
Thank you for that white guy education on the current state
Anytime.
of
No,
I
the
need-
whites
I-
are in
I-
it. They're really involved.
This
They
is a
really are
global
listening. I'm
thing.
telling you, this is global.
This is
They're
global.
listening.
I
Yeah.
need to
But really
to
good.
follow more closely. Yeah.
It's such a
so
good diss.
And then the second Beware Our Guest, this one involves an artist, a musical artist that we know, JoJo
Sure.
Siwa.
Artist, y'all.
Sure, we can say that.
Dancer.
An artist.
Come on.
A dancer. No, she's a dancer.
I'll,
She's a
I'll
dancer.
give
She's a
her
dancer.
She's a dancer.
dancer.
So-
I've
I'm
seen
gonna give her that. I'm gonna
dance.
give her that. I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give her
I've
that.
seen her dance.
I will say this much. I
She's really
actually
good.
I ran into JoJo Siwa at my local Target. And it was when
What?
And it was over Christmas when she was like buying up stuff to give away, right? She was doing one of her,
Oh,
her
okay.
videos, right? And we ran into her into an aisle, and she was in the middle of looking for stuff to buy. And I was like, "Oh my god, JoJo Siwa!" Like I just pointed and said her name, and she was like, "Hey!" And she ran over, and gave me a big hug. Like she's so genuine and fun. Like I know people are tearing her apart because of this thing we're going to talk about. It's just internet haters. I'm sure she's past all of that.
It started with the song. I think that's where it comes from.
Yeah, it
From
started
her
Yeah.
Karma
with
song.
Karma.
It's the song.
It's fine. I don't love the song. I don't understand why people think the dance is so cringe. It's just it's fine. It's not great. It just is what it is. But people are saying it's like awful and cringy and whatever. And it's like, whatever.
I mean,
Anyway,
I can't do it. So.
I can't, right. I couldn't do it. Right. So, but the reason she's on Be Our Guest is because she just turned 21. And what do you do when you turn 21 and you're a theme park fan? You go to EPCOT and you drink around the world. And Girly went with her friend and her mom. That's the kind of weird part. She got drunk around the world with her mom.
But okay, I wouldn't.
Sure,
well, her mom's like her manager. Yeah,
designated driver. You know, you
need
need a designated. You know, somebody's got to drive you back to the hotel. But there's video of her, and it's the sad part is she is trying to get people to sing Karma, and they don't know all the lyrics.
Now hold on.
I've yet to hear this song, if I'm quite honest, and that's kind of on purpose.
You haven't heard the song?
It's on purpose,
it's
Sarah.
Fine. It's fine.
That's crazy. You haven't seen the music video? Have you seen the music video, Dave?
Didn't even know there was a music video.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, Victoria?
All I've seen is like clips of her doing the dance in like random spots. Like I saw her do it at the Empire State Building, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I kept on scrolling.
Look, every kid artist who transitions to an adult artist has that awkward phase where they try to figure each other out.
Miley did it.
Look at Miley. Miley's first couple of like grown-up records.
Now
couple
look
of
at
hits,
her.
couple of not
On
so much.
Cowboy Carter with
now
Beyonce.
fucking look at her.
Crazy.
Yeah, come on.
Amazing voice.
Amazing voice.
First of all, you and JoJo can sing and she can dance, and like I give her a huge pass for all this. I think it's adorable and charming that she got drunk at EPCOT on her 21st birthday. Let the girl live her life, you know. But you know, whatever. It's a little silly.
As long as she's tipping well, girl, go ahead.
Right.
And she was
tip
safe
your servers
and not disrupted anyone around her to an extent.
No.
Like we've seen people jump in rivers. In EPCOT, we've seen crazy shit. She ain't do none of that. She was just having a good time. I'm not knocking her for that.
Right.
Not listening to this damn song though.
She is living her life. Living her life.
Exactly.
She really is.
And I'm happy for her.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, JoJo Siwa. I hope I see you in my local Target again. You were a delight.
That's so funny.
Let's move on to Asuter Computer.
That's why I'm a router for me computer. Everybody needs a friend.
All right, Asuter Computer, please write us a poem, a lovely haiku in your expert haiku form about the Disneyland unions that are now formed. How about that? Mickey's realm unrest, union chants beneath the sun, Disneyland's new dawn.
Ooh.
Bars.
Feel a brand new day.
I want to say it's better than Kendrick's diss. Can I say that?
Oh.
Is it better than Kendrick's?
Look, I am about to get caught up in the next diss because of you.
Oh,
like you better be quiet.
Love you. I take it back, Kendrick. I love you. You're my favorite rapper, I swear.
We should
you
start
twice
doing
in
like
concert. I love you.
we should start doing like fake diss tracks with other podcasts. That would be a lot of fun. Like,
Can we please?
That'd be so funny.
Let's ask Nathan. I want to do this.
Nathan's gonna be like, y'all are adding too much onto my list. Damn. I just got back from my vacation. Leave me alone.
Like, Dad, can we make a diss rap battle with other Disney podcasts, please?
He's like, girl, if you don't get out of my
Dad.
face.
Please, Dad.
Oh, goodness. Rat Castle is produced by Nathan Hartman. Please subscribe and tell all of your friends. You can leave questions, buy our fun merch, and find all of our social links at ratcastlepod.com. And please send us questions. We're always willing to read letters on the air and answer questions on the air. If you have ideas for news, things that we may not have heard of. If you are a cast member with a secret confession, we will tell cast member stories in confidence here on the show. And remember, we're coming up on our 69, dude. Our 69th episode is going to be all sexy times in the park. So if you have a lurid or sexy time story of yourself or other people that you've seen in a park, let us know and we will tell that story on the air. I have a couple of them myself. I can't wait to tell them because they're real weird. And with that, please grab your belongings and exit to the left.
Will you stop this foolishness?
What foolishness would you like to see?
Will you get out of here?